It's the KC Show, coming at you live inside Affordable Title Loan Studio in downtown Union. It's your life, your town, your show. With your host, Kyle.
What's going on, guys? Sorry about running a little bit late. I'm sure we'll go over a few minutes to compensate, but hope everybody's having a good one tonight. Let's pull up the comments, make sure everything's going smooth. I believe Charter's having issues, man. All day our internet has been crazy. So if we have even Frank Hart's and them's,
wonder if it's got something to do with the wind.
It has to be, because it was in and out all day. Hopefully it gets more consistent here in just a little bit. All right, guys, we're back. We're not doing no intro. we're back. What's up? Sorry about that. Trying to do too many things at one time, but it's always around the time that I go live, which is suspicious. It's okay though. We'll oh man, they're already, hey man, you better be ready. They're already good gracious. So we're going live. Let me get mine shared. Let me turn this off because it's eating up bandwidth, and I think like I say, I think Charter's having a little bit of issues tonight, but it'll be all right. So Michael.
Hello.
How are you, man? I heard you coughing coming in here again.
Oh, that was just
a morning smoker's cough.
That was just a cough.
Hey, Patricia. Hey, Horace. How's everybody doing?
That was a terrible chicken stew smell. Gagged me cough.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
It never smells good after sitting around for like an hour. You know?
Yeah.
So
You remember? Oh, I ain't gonna say her name, but there was a girl I went to school with.
oh yes, she
Because she worked at the place.
She worked there. That's right. Yeah. But guys, thank y'all for your patience. I was trying to. I see some people saying that lost it. It's back now. So sorry about that. You know, we were doing that with Frank Hart, listening to that. What's going on, Josh? Get a new. I know it, Kevin. I will. I will. I'll tell you what. I will make that happen here in just a few minutes. I promise. So, guys, tonight we're going to have...
just got one, Kevin.
I did, and it's still sitting here.
Yes, it is.
It's still sitting here.
Collected the dust.
Ready. There's no dust over here, buddy. There's no dust. My goodness, my microphone won't follow me tonight. So, thank y'all for watching. I was trying to watch the Frank Hart thing. It's kind of tough, but we'll talk about that another night. Tonight we're going to have Mr. Tom Maccabee in here. And, we're going to ask him some questions. We're going to let him talk at the beginning, let him say what he needs to say. And then we'll ask him all the questions, as many as we can get in. We might run over a few minutes because we were on late. So, and I promise you, I will try to, see everybody's question. Understand the chat's moving like this to us. To y'all, it may be moving like that, but it is so fast. So, y'all just bear with me. I promise I'll try to get everybody's question, as many as we can. And I'm sure he'll be back. You know, this won't be his first stop. And as he continues his candidate run, I'm sure he's going to be back, and we's always welcome back. But all right, take a breath. And
Kyle posted up on the screen, but we will take call-in questions.
Yep.
The number will be on the ticker at the bottom.
Yeah. Oh man, absolutely, Dean. There's nobody better than Mr. Hart at that. But that's for another night. We'll talk about that. What's the day? Thursday. We'll talk about that Tuesday night. Oh my goodness, man, I am just everywhere. So without further ado, well, I didn't even put Mike on the camera today. Let's see. I don't know which it. Oh, look at that. Perfect guess, wasn't it, Mike?
That's right.
You want to show that sign right there?
That's right.
Yeah, go ahead and let them see that sign. And this is you'll be seeing these up in about 3 weeks, right? Is that the legal when you?
Yeah, sounds about right. Absolutely,
okay.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay. Well, we're going to bring him on the screen so everybody knows who's talking back there. You've seen him this morning, probably on the news. We shared his page and everything. This is Mr. Tom Maccabee. Let me get the lower third. Yep. There it should be. There it is. Hey guys, I'm telling you, I am a terrible host tonight. It's okay, but he's a great guy. He's a good candidate. Patty, if you can, just turn that camera just a little to the left. A little to the left. There we go. Let's center him up. And guys, I want to tell y'all, let's welcome them. We're going to ask, all the questions that we possibly can. One thing that I always ask, it's okay to ask a hard question without it being inappropriate. Let's just, I see a lot of things that were said on different places, different posts, WBCU, the newspaper, all this. You want the answers, you ask the right way. So let's maintain that, and he'll be glad to answer it. But if I see that it is a disrespect, regardless of who is sitting in front of me, whether it's Frank Hart, whether it's Sheriff Taylor, whether it's Sherfield or anybody else, if it's going to be disrespect, I'm going to look right past you. So ask a tough question. Absolutely have no problem with that. That's what we do here. But we also got to have respect, because if you want him to have respect for you, let's do it in return. So let's go ahead and bring him on and let him introduce himself and his lovely wife there. So, Mr. Tom, how you doing tonight?
Doing great, Cal. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I got to watch you this morning. I wasn't able to make it out. Me and her had a long afternoon yesterday. We went and she wants to buy me a truck for whatever reason, and we were at the dealership till about 9:00 or 10 in Gaffney's, and man, it was just rough. But you look good up there, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Look good.
I appreciate it.
Who's the lovely lady beside you there?
This is Miss Stacy Garner McAbee.
Oh, you're a Garner. Uh-oh.
Maiden name, yeah.
Are you from Union?
I am. I grew up in Buffalo and graduated from Union. Yeah.
Possibly some bloodline here. I'm not sure. I have to talk to my mom's a Garner. Yeah. So that's why I was okay. Well, she'll let me know. Trust me. She'll let me know in the chat here in a little bit. No, she ain't Ken. Oh yeah, that's your third cousin on your mom. She'll go down the tree, man. So, well, Tom, thank you for being here tonight. We really appreciate it. We're going to try to get as many questions from you. But like I do with all my guests, especially when they're coming in with something like this, I want to give them the floor to start us out, and then we'll get into the questions. So Tom, it's your floor. You go ahead and say. The closer you get into that mic, the better. That way they can hear you real good. And and we'll and me and Mike will sit here and be listening. You just you go ahead and take this floor, Tom.
All right. I want to let folks that are watching, if they didn't get a chance this morning to see me, my name is Tom McAbee, and I am a Republican candidate for the office of sheriff here in Union County. And I do want to get something out of the way first and foremost. I know that it's the pink elephant in the room, and first and foremost, I do want to say thank you to individuals throughout the community. In the last 24 hours, of course, made the announcement, and immediately after I made the announcement, allegations and things were put out there. So that's something I want to talk about first and foremost. Everyone has a personal life. Everybody's gone through bad things in their life, and there are people that have made bad decisions. I'm one of those people. In my past life, I'm a past life, but in the past, yeah, I know, right? My past life, my formal life. No, in my past, I made mistakes. No doubt about it. No two ways about it. But if I'm going to be a candidate that's going to tell you that I want to be seen as accountable and held accountable, just like I would hold deputies accountable, I'm accountable for that. People got hurt. Period. Bottom line. I own that. That was a long time ago. That was years ago. It's behind me. I came out a different person. I came out knowing and owning what I did. And I asked forgiveness for two things, okay? Well, from two individuals. One, God. I had to ask for forgiveness, okay? Two, Stacy. Bottom line, plain and simple. The one thing I think that took the longest to do was to get over and forgive myself. I think that was the hardest thing and the longest thing that took me to do. In saying that, Everybody has a past. If you're looking for a perfect candidate, I hate to tell you, you're going to be waiting the rest of your life. If Santa Claus were to come out tomorrow and say, hey, man, I'm going to run for sheriff of Union County, you're going to find some cookies in that closet. That's the way it is. So people can throw stones. That's fine. I've already been hit with several. What I do want to say is I was surprised, humbled, and I'm very thankful for the individuals that showed love and support yesterday. So I want to say thank you to each and every one of them because I wasn't expecting it. Didn't even realize it was going on. Somebody had to send it to me and say, hey, man, they're eating you up. Yeah. And I'll tell you what it shows me. It shows me that I'm rattling cages, and I barely made a noise. That's okay. I'm going to run my campaign, share my vision, and move forward.
That's it.
That's my personal life, and that's where it's going to stay. And at this point in time, I'm going to do what my mom told me best, is when your wife or that woman's got something to say, you're going to shut up and let her talk. So that's exactly what I'm going to do.
That's it.
Wow. Well, anyone that knows me knows that I'm a very private person. I believe that everybody has their own personal lives, and your personal life is just that. It's your business. And to come on the Casey Show and broadcast literally our personal life, that's hard.
It's tough.
Tom and I have been together for a long time, and not a lot of people know. A lot of people do know, but I don't think people realize that we've been together for almost 20 years. Went to high school together. We were high school sweethearts, best friends for a long time, and still to this day. And over 20 years, you do a lot of growing up and a lot of changing. And, this is a very private matter for us, right. When it comes to, when we started talking about, a while back, 8 months ago,
8 months. Yeah, this was in the works 8 months ago, this decision to do this.
And, even before that, there were conversations that he and I would have, about us. Because, just over time, things changed and paths changed. And when we started talking about him running, one thing that we knew from the very beginning is that we need to be real. He needs to be real about who he is and where we are. And I want everybody to understand, too, that for me to sit here right now and say this, that's incredibly difficult.
It's not as easy as it appears when it's on the show, but when it's on you, and definitely when you got to talk about your personal life, it's tough. It is really tough, and a lot of people who refuse to take these steps as you are doing will never understand how pressured that is. I've had to do it many times on here. Mike's done it as well, talking about his past. One thing we all have in common, we all have one, and to come out and talk about it, especially when you just kicked off your campaign today, it's best to rip that Band-Aid off, and then there's nothing left, and you can confront it and get it passed, and people respect that because you're not trying to be better than them. You're just saying, hey, I know where you're at in life. I know who you are. I know where you are because I'm that person. I've been there too. And that is somebody that I would be more willing to vote for than somebody who tries to sit up on a pedestal as if nothing's ever went wrong.
And also, if you tell the truth like that, you pretty much take the ammo away from your competitor.
That's it.
You said a very strong word, and it just kind of pulled the sentence together. You said a pretty strong word, and it actually pulled that sentence and that statement together. Got to talk about your personal life. We don't got to do anything. This was something, again, 8 months ago. The turnout of this was completely different than what I thought it would be, okay? I honestly thought that, okay, I'm going to announce and, I'm going to take on the incumbent, Sheriff David Taylor. That was the thought. Much respect, but that's what I thought was going to happen. But there was no way that I was going to do this. And she'll tell you, she'll tell you. I said that I can't do this without being honest and just saying, hey, look, this is what we're going through. This is what's happening in our life. But if I'm going to do this and I'm going to go all in, pretty much, I need to tell the truth about this, that mistakes were made. And that's on me. I owned it. But again, behind me, that was something behind me. So that said, I'm going to shut up again.
He likes to talk a little bit.
That's okay. Hey, he better. He better,
That's right,
because
that's right.
if he wins, there's going to be a lot of talking. I mean,
But one thing I wanted to clear up, and I think it's because of on day one when that press release hit, immediately this post was made. And one thing that I definitely think everyone needs to know is that where Tom and I are in our personal life has absolutely nothing to do with what went out yesterday.
Yep.
Where we are in our lives is we're headed in different directions right now. Yeah. And one thing I want to make sure that beyond a shadow of a doubt, when we first started dating, when we got married, when all this came about, you know, I've supported him from the very beginning, and I will support him to the very end. And it doesn't matter what's going on personally. It has nothing to do with him professionally or me professionally. I have a career. He has a career, and in a career that he loves. Something else I don't know if people realize is that when you're running for an office, it's affecting his career that he has right now. Yeah. He is sacrificing a job that he loves right now, working for a phenomenal sheriff. I mean, he's been with Spartanburg County for several years, and he loves what he does every single day. Is it hard? Sure, absolutely. What job isn't hard?
that's right.
But he loves what he does. He's got a heart for it. I know I couldn't do it.
I don't know. I don't know.
But I know that his heart is in law enforcement. He's been in this for a long time now. But the other place where his heart is Union County. We are both Union born and bred, and we grew up here. We live here. We love this county. And to say that I support him is such an understatement, because there's just something that, and it's not seriously talking about him running 8 months ago.
Yeah.
But this has been a topic that's kind of come up over the years. I mean, it's just something that never seems to quite go away, and then all of a sudden the talk got real, and the talk got real serious. But to come in here today, this evening, and talk about our personal lives, I want to just tell everyone it's just that. It's personal. And beyond what we say tonight, it's not up for discussion.
Absolutely not.
Yep.
You know, again, the post that was made yesterday, as well as anything else that I'm sure people are going to say, because let's get real about that, is politics, and there's going to be people that talk.
Yep.
But we're not here to talk about any further than what we're saying tonight. He is highly capable of being your next sheriff, and I 100% believe in him. There's not a shadow of a doubt in my mind. What's going on with me and him, what's yet to come, you know, who knows? But right now, what we need to know is that we're here to talk about him.
Yeah.
Not about anything else.
I got you.
And I'm going to say this, absolutely. This is my best friend sitting next to me, period. We came into this years ago as best friends, and no matter what happens, we're best friends. We cuddle with each other. She slaps me around a little bit, throws stuff. I mean, it's just, it is what it is. No, but we are.
For the record, I do not.
We're best friends. And again, our personal life is our personal life. And with that being said, that matter is now dropped. I'm here tonight to talk about why I am the best candidate for Union County Sheriff.
I got
All
you.
right.
Yeah, I got you. And you know, there's going to be questions that is going to, you know, the probably the biggest subject that's probably going to be asked is your experience and what are you going to do to combat misconduct. That's probably going to be 2 of your top questions tonight. I guarantee it. But we're definitely going to get to them. Like I say, the internet was just kind of running in and out. But I think I actually see why. So guys, I know y'all were saying it was freezing in and out, coming back. It should be. Now I've got it fixed. It looks like it's running good. So it may just take just a minute, but that's also Facebook. Facebook is.
Well, at this time, I'm going to just step right out.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Tom's got this.
Okay.
He's your man.
Okay.
And
Well, you can just roll, slide, sit, whatever you want to do.
I want that chair.
That chair is a very comfortable chair.
This isn't about me. This isn't about me. This
Understand.
isn't about us. This is about Tom McAbee.
Well, and if somebody has a question that we deem it important, maybe we can get you to pop back in here if we deem it good enough,
All right.
But thank you for being on.
Sure.
Yeah, I see people are saying they're calling. We're going to start taking calls in about 5 minutes, and as soon as I say that, it's going to be blowing up. That's the hard part because it's going to be beep 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 beep. So we're just going to have to fight through that. I'm going to start out with a question for me, and then I'm going to let Mike. I'm sure he's got one as well. And then I'm gonna let you do this real quick, so that way it'll get this out of the way, because I don't want people just calling in and asking the same question.
Sure.
It's a lot of people are asking, what is your experience? And if you can go ahead and go through that, and that'll be great.
Absolutely. I started my career out with Union County Sheriff's Office back in 2007. Completed the South Carolina Criminal Justice Academy, as one would, in order to become certified. I was here at Union County Sheriff's Office, and small stint at Union Public Safety. And that small stint, let me tell you about that. Went over there, loved the idea of traffic, just wanting to kind of grow as an officer, become more well-rounded. And one of the things, I don't know a lot of people if they are aware, but Union Public Safety, not only that they do the law enforcement end of things, they do fire. Brother, I'm here to tell you right now, I am not a firefighter.
Yeah.
God bless every volunteer, first responder, each of those individuals at Union Public Safety that are willing to be able to put on that fire suit and run toward fire.